Hello, hello, hello. Wow, that is quite the different angle. I moved the light. It's also tilted. Why is this camera always tilted? Ooh, uh-oh. That. There we go. Kind of. Maybe I should move the camera over to this side. Maybe like on my computer or something. Actually, it would be interesting. Whatever. Hello, welcome to another playtest of the laser games. Let's get started. So we have a lot of exciting things to showcase. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Display capture. Why is it unavailable? There we go. All right, we got the Laser Games demo. This is the early access demo, just in time for Next Fest, which is tomorrow. So be sure to check out the Laser Games in Steam Next Fest. It's the Steam Next Fest. Just add to your wish list right there. Boom. Yeah, add it to my wish list. Because I test it out on a different account. Anyway, so I could also add myself a review. Those of you who are part of the Laser Games playtest itself, we are transitioning to the demo, which should be available. I'm not sure where the install demo button is exactly, but oops, that's the wrong one. Um, Open up a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Um, come on, there we go. Okay. So let me see here. Let's go into the Steamworks settings here real quick. Let me check some stuff out. There we go. Yeah, we got the demo right here. So this is the Steam page, the background stuff, and I can email wishlisters, so we don't have any wishlisters, which is fine. But where is the download button? If I click, view store page here, there we go. It's already in my library because I own it. We have the playtest right there. Let me go to a private window here. There we go. If I look at the private window, we have, where is it? Okay, let me try. There's a trailer that we released a few weeks ago. Let's try turning off the playtest. So we do that over here, manage Steam playtest. Got 200. Oh, look at that, some players waiting for access. Deactivate. Edit sign up availability. Okay. Um. Oh. What's this window? Oh, sign link. Okay, there we go. Save. Okay. Let's publish the changes. Publish to public. It's loading. Still loading. There we go. Okay. Let's go back here. So those 3 people who just signed up recently, I'll just grant you access to the playtest because I'm not sure where the demo button is. And the game itself isn't really for release. That release date, by the way, is oh yeah, that's for the playtest. Yeah, the playtest was released that at that time. Where was I looking? I was looking at here. Make sure Steam playtest. Let's grant access. Grant access to 3 players. Woohoo! There we go. Okay. What else? Sign up type, sign up store visibility hidden. Okay, so the store visibility is hidden now. Now, if I reload this, okay, there we go. We have it there, but then where's the demo button? Where is it? Steamworks. Demos. Okay, let's check this here. By the way, if you're watching and you do want to join us with the playtest, there's some things going on, some wonky things with the um, store page right now, but I can request. Shoot, I have to request the keys. That's right. Okay, so in that case, let's go back to the playtest. I believe the playtest version. Let's check out the playtest version right now, actually. Um, so I'm gonna add the visibility for the store visibility here. Make this back to visible. Save that. Okay. Um, publish. Here we go. All right. So let's go hop into actually the playtest version instead of the demo version. I just want to see what the latest update was because it's been a bit of a while. I've been focusing on getting that demo out for Next Fest. Here we go. But if I'm correct, no, it's using, oh shoot, yeah, okay, so that's the old original animation, and it's completely wonky, really screwed up. So, if I am gonna hop into the demo actually right here, because I have access at least, and we can take a look at the Steamworks settings to see if how we can get that. Oh my God, antivirus. Um, look at the demos here. There we go. All right, let's see here. Excuse me. Okay. Share content depot. Maybe we should just do that. Make a shared depot. What if? Yeah. Okay. There is some notes about the separate store page for the demo. Now, I don't really want to do that because that's a lot of work to do. You have to essentially recreate the store page. Oh, great. Okay. Side note completely separate from the store page stuff. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Hopefully it doesn't crash. My computer's been getting some weird crashing issues recently. Anyways, let's go and let's check out this new animation. All right. Got some. Looks like the stream's lagging a bit. Let's see if I can fix that. Let's see here. I want to go into my task manager. There we go. Yeah. Guess I should turn on. Notice there's a streaming feature in here before they enable streamer mode. All right, yeah, restart. Okay, now, ooh, look at that. You can't see it. That's cool. It's actually pretty cool. It also might just be in game mode. Anyways, not sure why the colors are wonky though. So OBS 64 is using 100% of the graphics card. Details. No, nodes. That's what we want. Yeah, nodes. Okay, we got 3D. We got video codec. Okay, looks good. We got a timer. Interesting. But what? Let's try the other task manager, the boring Windows one. It doesn't show the graphics. What the heck? GPU. No, not no. Show network. There we go. Okay, GPU. There we go. Okay, so it looks like the game's using it. Guess I can turn off the Steam recording for now. Oh, we can look at my replays. Recording off. There we go. Don't delete the recordings. I have got a lot of stuff saved. Does that help out with stuff a little bit? Why is it still lagging? Is that just OBS? No, that's not OBS. Well, it probably is OBS, but man, why can't I ever get a smooth, consistent live stream? I've been doing this for technically over 10 years now. And nearly every single time, there's always some issue that impacts the stream itself. Why? 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 I don't get it. You know what? Maybe I should just use the capture card, set up a secondary computer, and just completely live stream on a different machine entirely. Let's see here. OBS stats. What's going on? Doesn't say there's any dropped frames by the network. There's some frames missed due to rendering lag. 60 FPS. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, sure. Now it's fine. What, maybe OBS had to be in the foreground or something? Oh, whoa, whoa, what? Actually, though. Oh, that's weird. Hold on, I'm gonna do some testing real quick. So... where restream is over here. That's not looking good. Wait, where's YouTube? There's YouTube. Okay, let's check YouTube here real quick. New update. That name is outdated. We aren't, shoot, okay. Restream. Okay, with this, so this quality, let me mute myself, there we go. Okay, that looks good actually. Although, I wonder, hold on, let me do some testing. No, what? What the heck? So now it's fine. It's running fine now. Restream's a bit behind, but that's not that bad. Update titles. Woohoo. New update. No, not new update. Demo release. Woohoo. Laser games. Playtest. 6-8-2025. Alright. Update. Updating all. There we go. Okay. Whatever was going on before, I don't know. Let's just get on with it. All right, let's go make a game here. So this is the demo. Unfortunately, there's some issues with getting the demo to actually show up on Steam. So we gotta watch me. Okay, actually, this version specifically, there are some bugs with the animation, but we fixed them internally. I'm actually working on a UI rework right now, so we'll have to wait on that to get the updated bug fixes here. Interesting. I'm not gonna, let's pause the preview there. Okay, but we can at least see some improvements so far. Just don't crouch. Crouch. Actually, no, crouching works. The bots seem to be stuck on eternal crouching. Yeah, so there's some issues, like if I walk, actually left and right is fine. So that was one of the issues. The animation, walking left and right was bad. That's fixed. Walking forwards, a bit imperfect. Walking backwards, there we go, got a backwards walking animation, so we got some new animations. It's pretty basic, but a work in progress. We got hand switching. I mean, that's always been in the game, but it's now not broken. You can do right-handed just fine now. Here we go. Let's tag some bots here. There we go. Boom. Yeah. As you can see, when I shoot now, the laser gun doesn't go all crazy. Actually, it looks like the laser's shooting outside of the gun. Here we go. We can watch this bot. These bots fight it out. Yeah, the crouching is a bit broken in this version. Maybe it's better that it's not actually visible to the public. But hey, look at that! Look at that shooting. It's so smooth. Oh yeah. All right. It's not too much else to showcase with this update. It's only going to be a minor update so far. Apart from the UI, you can look at the ceiling there. Hopefully we're gonna get some more art assets into the map soon. Those are currently work in progress. We got this. This is the infamous stuck spot, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but the bots keep getting stuck here for some reason. I don't know why, and they just don't move. It's not here because, you know, this is the same exact sort of geometry, more or less. It's just right here, and only here. So, you know, when we fix that issue, we gotta add like a little memorial or something. There are also some other fixes, like I think the scoreboard here should show up properly in clients now. I'll put the spectator here. Let's see what the bots are doing. Yeah, bot 2, look at that. They're trying to fight each other. This is still an issue because they're shooting right now, but nothing's coming out. Not entirely sure what's causing that to happen, but it's definitely something that we need to look into because right now it makes the bots look really sad. Pathetic. What's that bot 2? What's that bot 2 aiming? Glitching out there. Ooh. So what's happening, I believe, is bot 6 and red bot 2 are targeting bot 2 blue, and they determined that the best location to get bot 2 is at the same spot, so bot 2 red would go to where the other bot was, and try tagging them. So that can be adjusted. Add a little bit of parameters to make it so that bots prefer grouping up less, pretty much. A few tweaks to the AI. Let's see here. We got some action going on here. Team Red is in the lead by about 400 points, 500 points actually. Can Blue catch up in the last minute remaining? I really don't think so, to be honest, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe one of the bots are gonna get like a miracle, get like a bunch of tags, or maybe a player's gonna suddenly join Team 2 and start tagging all the bots that are stuck here. One thing you might notice when I was running around, the weapon wasn't bobbing up and down. That also got fixed recently. We added a little proper aim offset system. There's a few issues like looking up and down. You can see it's not aligned properly. Get out here. So still some work to do. The animation's not final. Looks like Team Red's going to take the lead. There we go. Okay, we actually got pretty close at the end there. Here we go. Oh yeah, and then there's also this new little bottom banner telling you who the winning players are on the team or in free-for-all. It's just in general. Yeah. Anyways, the Discord overlay, what the heck? Why is it showing two of them? I know why it's showing two of them, because I have two different versions of Discord open. Anyways, that's all nice and cool and all. But right now, you can't test out the demo right now for whatever reason. I don't know why exactly. So let's look at the Steamworks stuff, because that's where it all happens. There we go. All right, this is the page here. So you see, we need this download button. Demo store page and presence. Store page presence on graphical assets. We got the graphical assets. Written description. For demos to appear on the base game's store page. Optional separate store page. Store presence. Okay. Let's check this for separate store page. There is a much shorter store checklist than your full game and generally requires a few assets. Helping players find the full game using achievements. Releasing a demo. Oh, I need to republish base game store page. Okay, let's do that. Interesting. Okay, so let's go to the base game here. There we go. Aha. Hold on. How do I republish the base game store page? Let's go to edit store page. Hold on, this is a bit quiet, so let's pull up some music. I added to the normal playlist. Why does that get out of here? OneDrive music. I moved all my music files. I don't use that anymore. Unpin. Doesn't unpin. Okay, whatever. I was saying, there we go. Let's go into here. I added the Laser Games music tracks to the live stream music. Where's that live stream media music? There we go. So you might hear not the main theme, but the pre-match stuff. So let's do play with VLC's media player. Seriously. Why isn't it like that? The outskirt. Oh, because hold on, I didn't do that right. Let's close that. There we go. Playlist.xspf, and it doesn't like any of them. Okay. Here. Hey, this is kind of, we're gonna go on a little adventure here. All right. So, a little neat trick for those of you using VLC. It works pretty well as a media player. Unfortunately, though, when you make a playlist, it doesn't use relative links. It uses the full hyperlinks, I guess. But it's pretty simple to fix. You just need to edit the why is there an image file? You just need to edit the file itself. So and copy this. There we go. That's where the files are located on my computer. I'm just going to add a dot there. So that'll be the current local directory. There we go. Save that. Now, if I open it up, there we go. No errors. Now we can hear the main menu loop. Some of the other loops as well as our music artist's other works. All right, so I need to republish the store. Demo. Where do we make it so that demo button is shown. Where is that? Got a lot of stuff for, that's like the main information. Then we got the description. Got some reviews. Unfortunately, we don't have that many reviews. Special announcement, ratings, early access. No, that's just a description for early access. Graphical assets. They've got the one trailer. Special settings. Associated demos. Oh, here we go. So, more prominent green box. Edit this demo. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So, go into store beta mode so we can see. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, let's publish that to the public. So now you can download the demo. All right, and let's just double check here. There we go. So got a new private window here. There we go. New private window, and there we go. There's the download button. Okay. Woo. All right, now we can hide that playtest button, and then I'll make an announcement later on for all those who are still on the playtest to head on over to the demo build. One thing before I do that, though, I want to actually undo that update to the demo build. So if you want to check out the most recent update, you're welcome to. Please join us on our Discord server. Link, as usual, is right there. Oh boy. Hold on, I need to adjust the camera. I haven't looked at that. There we go. Yeah, so the link is down below. Make the light brighter. Reach over. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, make it brighter. There we go. Okay, that's nice and bright. Oh boy, that's very bright now. It's a bit too bright. Actually, no, it's adjusting. Okay. Oh wow. I just moved my hand and the brightness changes significantly. Anyways. So, yes, I was going to, let's go hop into Steamworks settings here real quick. We go to our builds and got a bunch of builds. So I'm going to revert to I think this one. Revert build for now due to animation glitches. Okay. Confirming this build is live. Okay. So those of you, anybody who's on Linux, I'm not sure if this build has issues or not, but there were issues with the Linux build itself. Pending confirmation. There we go. So, all right, there we go. Should be able to play the playtest. All right, by the way, you can see the beta branch. So if you want to play the latest version, head over to the beta branch. The password is right there. It's just updated from the playtest branch to 25. So be sure to join that. Now let's go into our playtest here and let's turn this off, or at least hide it. So those of you, once again, if you're interested in the playtest, just download the demo. Pretty simple and straightforward. There we go. Okay. Let's publish that real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. Store publish. Now, let's take a look at it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got to download the Laser Games demo. Coming soon. Add to your wish list. Add to my wish list, even though I literally own the game. You can also see all discussions. Yeah, that's right. So the playlist actually had the playtest. Sorry, playtest had its own set of community-related stuff. We can actually look over in the playtest version. Here we go. Over into the community tab right here. There we go. So we got some stuff that unfortunately didn't hasn't received any attention. Hopefully that can change with the full game itself. Also, you guys don't see this, but I have the full game downloaded. Ha ha ha. Actually, you can look at the local files. There's nothing in it. It's just empty. Yeah, so we're going to be focusing on the demo. If there's a reason, we're still um, discussing monetization options. And actually, speaking of which, speaking of that community hub there item, there we got this one here. So please feel free to fill out the survey after you've played the laser games yourself. We want your feedback regarding how to best price the game. How to different ways of supporting it. Do you want to invest in a crowdsourcing, or maybe just buy the game directly, stuff like that? Because it's very difficult, competitive, highly competitive market in this genre of games. So rather than assuming that y'all want a battle royale, like a certain game that had a really bad announcement recently, I want to hear back from you. How would you best support us so we can make the game as great as you would want it? Anyways, with that, I don't care about my Steam library there. Let's see here. Okay, so that looks, I think we're all good on that end. Um, Not too much to continue playtesting, so I guess in the remaining couple of 10 minutes or so, let's look at some of the upcoming changes to the game itself. So recently, I mentioned previously, I've been working a lot on UI reworks. Specifically, I want to showcase, update, there we go. Okay, that's updating. Specifically, I want to showcase the settings menu. We're going to be reworking that, as well as some other assets that might be glitched out. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be fun. All right, please stand by. The stream might lag a little bit while we rebuild the project. And if you've been here previously, you know how fun that can be. Oops, I blocked off. Okay, that was interesting. Accidentally blocked off the preview there. Okay, there we go. That camera is really small. Oh, actually, I didn't take too long. Okay, good. Let's still opening. So in the meantime, I'm going to try to move this. There we go. We got a. This is the cam. Oh, that's right. Ooh. Hold on. Switch over to original. There we go. You can see. Woohoo. Okay. Oh boy, there's the light. Um, Gotta put that on there. I'm using a 360 camera. That's the camera that I used previously. I'm using this because it has comes with a nice little mount and it's a different, wider view angle. Although for some reason it's not in the wider view angle right now. Anyways, we're gonna be replacing stand with this one right now. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Just need to screw this on. We got. Sounds like I'm starting a match here, but that's actually just the background music. Okay, I need like a screw or something to unscrew this. Oh boy, it's stuck. It's really tight on there. Maybe we can just loosen it. I could just switch to this camera, except this camera doesn't. I don't think it has a webcam mode. Um, it has a USB, but it's like a pretty old camera that is just for like file transfers only. Um, all right, I got a random cable here. I think this might work. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, so that's loosened now. I should be able to unscrew that. By the way, how is the balance between my voice and music going? Main mic check. Oh, the music's muted. Let's unmute that. Sorry, guys. It's hard, difficult when you're the only one watching your stream to notice the various issues. Also, you can see a nice view of the keyboard there. You can look at. I'm unscrewing this mount here. There we go. Okay. Now, can't really show this because it's literally. There it is, a mount, so I have to put this on the bottom of the camera that I'm holding right now. You can look at, oh yeah, it's a nice view of the ceiling fan. Okay. Just gonna thumb tighten this. It kind of doesn't help if I cut my fingernails recently. There we go. Alright, nice and not super tight actually. Okay, so this should, oops, I just, hold on 1 second. Ooh, here we go, wiping off the lens. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, let's put this back up. Right here now. Ooh, that looks better already. Except it's angled not correctly. There we go. Okay. Something like that. There we go. Alright. Move the background now. There we go. Okay, it's a bit higher now. Looks better. Okay. Let's hop into Unreal Engine. There we go. Let's showcase some of the settings changes. Settings, there we go, we've got a new settings layout. So with this layout, this is the, okay, there's a general tab now. Look into a little bit of that later. There's going to be some general settings to apply. Oh, interesting, the light. Actually, it's not that bad of a spot for the light. I forgot about the light. I guess I'll just put it like there. Oh boy, that's really bright. I actually kind of like that view. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyways, got some new settings here. There we go. Same, audio and controls and whatnot as before, as well as the general settings. You can switch the settings up here at the top now, and additionally I'm going to set it up, maybe not now, but in the future, set it up where if you have a controller here, you can use the next and previous buttons, the triggers, no, bumpers, sorry, wrong one. I always get them confused because B usually would represent bottom, but that's on the top. And the trigger is on the bottom. Go figure. Anyways, yeah, I would set up so that you can use the triggers to go between the different graphics settings up there. I mean the general settings up there. And then we have a reset button. It doesn't do anything right now, but the back button does do stuff. So we just backed up into the main menu. And otherwise, the menu generally looks the same, though under the hood there's a lot of new changes and stuff. So for instance, we have the Discord page right here, same as before, but underneath the hood these buttons are using what's called the Common UI framework. You can see here there's a few warnings related to that actually. What this does is essentially it's going to allow us to be able to do a lot more fine-tuned control and templating with the UI elements. For instance, I can go into UI. Let's go into common styles here, and then we got various buttons styles here. So before we had to manually specify each and every button style, now we can just take specify it in one file and then just reuse that file. This is going to be good for in the future with our plans for theme packs, where we want to change the entire UI look. We can simply make a little bit of code, let's say not in the common style, but let's say in the, we have a button here, common button base for instance. We can redefine this parent class right up here to be our own custom C++ class that will, grab the relevant style based off of whatever settings are set up. So, you know, we have like the theme pack stored somewhere that, you know, you bought and you want to equip the theme pack. So we grab that and we apply it throughout the various UI elements. 1 second, I got a notification on my phone. Ah, shoot. Okay. Nothing important. So, yeah. All that templating is going to help us out with future plans. We're doing a lot of building now, so that when all we have to do is just, you know, in the future, once we are ready for the theme packs, we just make the theme pack and then make that little architecture to swap out the themes. We don't have to redo any of the UI assets because actually we're doing that right now. I'm doing that right now. It's taken quite a while. So let's look at, demo controls. That's one thing that's been fixed recently. So previously the demo controls, when you like open up the window or close it or something, it would like disable the input. It was a complete mess. Now it's a lot more smooth, but we can take a look here at what kind of this templated UI looks. So we have play pause button, inherits from our common white button. So the common white button is just this normal white button, and then there's the colored buttons that you saw from like the main menu before. We have some other stuff going on here. A text field, so that text field actually gets set to play or pause depending on the playback. We have input action on hover. That actually is something I recently did and it's still a work in progress. What I essentially want it to do is when you like hover over an item, I want it to show what keybinds or whatnot you can use to control it. Some of the other stuff while that loads, we have some text fields. So those are going to be looking a little bit different now because they are also templated. Here we go. All right, anyways, we got you can look at, there we go. There is the replay menu. So now I can hide it and close it with the switch view key, or that's V. If I go into the pause menu, there we go, and I click resume. Okay, the resume button doesn't work. Great. That's fun. That's real fun. That might be some related to the recent changes that I did. So let's go back to the demo replay, and then I want to double check to see if that pause. Yeah, okay. So just recently, actually, just, you know, an hour before starting the live stream, I was messing around with the pause menu there. So that's why it's not working right now. It was working previously though. Anyways, what is working though, if you go back to the demo controls, there I was able to open and close them fine, and I can even interact with them, and then after that I can close it back down. There we go. So I want to let's lower the play rate. There we go. We have some debug info there. That's related to the animations. The pausing, still kind of wonky. Oh, there's my cat. Hello. Oh boy. Anyways. So now it's very intuitive and very clear cut, straightforward. My cat has just clicked on the right button on my mouse. Anyways. So now if I want to hide this, there we go. And then if I want to hide the rest of the UI, I can do that. Except, of course, that kind of still shows, but yeah, it's whatever. And then the name tags, that's a bit different, but we can figure out how to hide that later on. If I want to show it again, oh, I can press D. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. I guess when the UI is hidden, you can see the mouse there, and I can't interact with stuff because it's hidden, but there we go. I show it back, there we go. And then I can, you know, fast forward. There we go. The fast forward works. It's a bit laggy looking. And it actually is still very glitched out because there are 22 player states, but this was a single player match. So again, with the demo recording, it's a great feature and you're welcome to try it out. It's still very much in testing, and that's only because there's a lot of weird engine issues and stuff. Anyways, this is where I'm at this point in the match. I'm trying to shoot at the target over there. I'm going to do fast forward here. There you go, you can see, there we go. Something else that, future changes to the demo, to the recording system, actually Spectator in general, would be to, be able to view other players. Oh yeah, the match timer keeps going, even though it's paused. Yeah, that's another issue. Can pass forward. Let's see here. The sound that you heard there isn't synced with the playback speed. Oh, and yeah, there's an engine crash. So yeah, the demo recording, when it crashes in your game, it crashes in the engine as well. Anyways, let's see here. Oh, I don't think Unreal Engine's going to be reopening. Let's open this back up. So yeah, with that, a lot of interesting, exciting stuff, a lot of more or less technical stuff actually, with the game itself and the settings menu coming soon. The demo is now, you can actually now download it. We figured that out this live stream, so please check out the Steam store page and go ahead and download the demo. Alright, graphics driver issue, that's been happening on my computer recently. Great, okay, I think with that then we're going to call that a wraps. So be sure to check in next week. We're going to hopefully get that new settings menu implemented, as well as the fixes for the animation that we saw going on previously. Now I want to change the end screen to not play that end music and instead play the music that I already have playing. Okay, have that. If I just hide the end music, I don't think that works. Okay, let's transition to the end screen. Okay, now I'm going to be hearing the... Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I think I muted that. Yeah, end music. Okay, that's already muted. Because I always got a copyright strike on that. Anyways, you don't get a copyright strike on the Laser Games single player challenge track though, which is playing right now. Though for some reason, why is that lagging? What the heck? It's weird. Oh my god, OBS is lagging. Why is OBS lagging? I wonder if it's because... alert box is shown, cool chat is shown. There's some memory leak issues with OBS, which is more or less what's causing the lag. This is not healthy at all. OBS is trying too hard with that text and stuff. Let's try hiding some stuff here. I don't think hiding works. It's not working. No. Okay. So sorry about this ending here. Maybe it's that tip jar. Where is that? Front. That'd be rear. Wait, why am I in main? There we go. Okay, let's see here. So we have cool chat, we have viewer count. Still have Trova on the viewer count. I haven't live streamed there in a while. Can hide that. Let's see here. Does that make anything better? No. No, that does not. And music and source music. I can hide that because we're not running that right now. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Okay, let's try this. Does that improve things? Oh wait, no, it hid the little icon. Let's re-show that. Oh, what the heck? I clicked properties and now it's playing back without issue. Click out of that and then it's lagging. What the heck? Okay, then I guess that might be the actual issue. Aha, there we go. The live stream's at 6. Yeah, no, it's not 60 FPS. OBS, why? There is a clear, very clear memory leak with OBS, with the web widgets. It's insane. Might also... No, those are closed. I was thinking it might have been the other windows, but those are all closed. Anyways, thank you for staying by and checking out this week's playtest. Be sure to check in next week for our next playtest, and also check out the game during Steam Next Fest, which is launching tomorrow. Be sure to wishlist the game to be alerted when the full game is ready to go, and also check out the demo, which we looked at recently today. It's a bit buggy right now, but you should get those bugs cleared up this week and ready for next week's playtest. And I hope that, you know, we get a lot of people going for the playtest, so hopefully we can get some real action going here instead of just playing on with bots. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, and see you next week.